Welcome. Have you ever been in a position where it's easy to just forget yourself? You know what it's like, don't you? When you can just be completely, utterly absorbed in whatever it is that you're doing. Whatever it is that you're focused on so intently, to the point where you just forget about the rest of the world. You can simply forget about what you were doing beforehand. You can forget about whatever you might be doing afterwards. Because all that matters now is that you're just completely, totally focused on this moment. Have you ever felt like that? So totally captivated by whatever it is that's captured your attention, that you could almost just forget yourself, even. Forget your own self, your own name, everything about yourself, because it doesn't really seem to matter in the moment, does it? When something's captivated you so completely, you can simply forget about all those irrelevant things like your name and what you do for a living and how you got here. Because none of that's relevant to what's captured you right now. Right now, you can let all your focus, all your thoughts be consumed by whatever it is that's ensnared your concentration so completely. And it feels almost freeing, doesn't it? To just let go of all those things that normally make up your ordinary, everyday life. To just let go for a little moment of all those things that you usually have to remember. And simply let yourself be absorbed in this moment, here and now, when nothing else matters. Because it can be fun to just forget yourself for a little while sometimes, can't it? And so, in this file, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you deep into trance and let you enjoy that experience for a little while. To enjoy the experience for just a short time of feeling as though your name and who you are and what you do and how you got here is simply not that important anymore. Does that sound like it might be fun? And of course it'll come back to you when you need it. So you don't need to worry about letting go of those thoughts just for about half an hour or so. Or whenever you need for those things to come to mind again, they'll simply be there, ready and waiting for you. But for a little while, you can simply forget yourself. That's right. Forget everything except the blissful sensation of being completely and utterly hypnotized. But of course, first, before we get to all that, I'll have to put you into trance, won't I? And so what I'd like you to do before I take you down nice and deep into trance is I'd like you to take a nice deep breath in, just like that, and hold it there for just a moment, and when you're ready, just let it out nice and slow, letting go as you do of any tension you might have been holding on to. That's right. Just like that. Very good. And what I want you to do is to make sure you're settled into a nice, comfortable position, whether you're lying down or simply seated comfortably in a chair with your feet resting on the ground. And either way is fine, and if you like, you can take just a few moments now to just adjust yourself and your body and make yourself even more comfortable as you listen, preparing yourself for that pleasurable sensation of trance that's going to be filling up your mind and your body in just a moment. Just letting your body relax even more against the surface that you're resting on as you focus on the sound of my voice. That's right. And maybe you've already started to feel that tantalizing tug on your mind, on your senses, pulling you down into that beautiful, blissful blankness of trance. Or maybe you're just beginning to imagine how good it's going to feel as you sink even more deeply into those sweet sensations, as your thoughts start to flutter and fall away, as your focus is fixed on that all-consuming feeling of trance filling you up, taking you over completely. Imagining that point where you find it so easy to simply let yourself slip into surrender, so suddenly that you don't even know when it happened. But it doesn't even seem to matter anymore, does it? Because all that matters now is that sweet sense of relaxation and pleasure taking over your senses, your mind and your body. There's no need for anything else. No room in your head for any other thoughts now. Isn't that right? You can just imagine how it will be, can't you? Very good. And what we're going to do as we take you into this beautiful, deep place of trance is we're going to focus on each part of your body one at a time. And I'm going to ask you to tense it briefly, and then relax and let go of that tension, and then move on. And so little by little, slowly and gradually, we're going to be taking your whole body into trance. And once your whole body is blissfully relaxed and in trance, well, the mind will naturally want to follow. And so I'd like you to begin now by drawing your focus all the way down to your feet. And you might want to wriggle your toes a little bit and roll your feet around at the ankle, just bend them back and forth and give them a nice good stretch and wriggle and move them about, and then just let them relax. Feel the pleasure of all the tension going out of your feet as you let go of it. You can simply allow them to go limp and loose, almost as if your feet are in trance now, hypnotized, relaxed, just feeling nothing but blissful, simple pleasure as your focus moves further up your legs now. And I want you now to tense up your calf muscles nice and tight for me now. Just hold that tension and feel it just for a moment as you breathe in, and then relax and let it all go as you breathe out again. And feel that loose, trancy pleasure rushing in and filling up your legs as all the tension slips away. Your legs becoming hypnotized, relaxed. That's right. Nothing but simple pleasure And no need to think about your legs anymore as your focus keeps on moving further up now. Moving over your thighs and up to your hips and your groin area, the pleasure of trance rushing in and filling you all the way up as all that tension and all the awareness slips out of your body and out of your mind as well. Because once each part of your body relaxes in this way, you can find that you don't need to think about it anymore. It just exists there in simple, relaxed, mindless pleasure. Just being completely loose and hypnotized, empty and mindless. That's right. And as that sweet sensation of simple pleasure is moving all the way up to your stomach now, and you can briefly tense and then relax those muscles in your stomach as you keep on just breathing in and out at your own pace, nice and slow. Feeling as you do how that sense of pleasure just flows in and fills your stomach, as whatever tension you might have been holding on to simply slips all the way out now, slides away. And as your focus keeps on moving further up your body, all the way up to your torso now, your chest, just feeling that loose, sweet, hazy, daisy pleasure spreading all the way across your chest and up to your shoulders, briefly tensing and then just letting go so nicely of all that tension you've been holding on to. I'm feeling it move all the way down your arms now, all the way right to your hands, as you might want to just wriggle your fingers a bit and roll your wrists around gently, just moving them back and forth. And then you can simply let your hands go limp and relaxed as well, just like the rest of your body now, all the way up to your neck, where you can gently bring your focus now. And maybe as you do, you can simply roll your head back and forth gently. Easy does it, just back and forth. Just stretching out those muscles in your neck a little bit as you feel your body letting go of all that tension in your neck and the sweet pleasure of trance coming in to replace it. So that now the only place in your body that we have left to bring into trance is your head. And so now you can let your focus move all the way up to your head, just feeling the muscles in the face relax around the eyes and the nose and the mouth. Feeling how your forehead is relaxing and your jaw is loosening. All that tension slipping away from your face. And all that nice, loose, trancey pleasure flowing in to replace it. Filling your head all the way up until that's all that there's room for now, isn't it? That's right. No room for any more thoughts in there, not even if you tried. But that's okay, isn't it? Because you don't really want to think right now. No, this lovely, loose, foggy pleasure is filling you right up instead, taking you over, your body and your mind. All that beautiful relaxation pushing you down, down, deep, into such a sweet space of surrender. And it's going to be bringing you even deeper with every number in just a moment as I count you down from 10 all the way down to 1. And when we get to the bottom and I tell you to drop, you find yourself so beautifully open for me. Simply letting my words sink in straight to your subconscious without needing to think, without needing to let anything in your conscious mind distract you from that pleasure that you're swimming in. 10, sinking slowly. 9, drifting downwards. 8, falling freely. 7, easy, sweetly. 6, even deeper. 5, focused, captured. 4, mind so open. 3, blank and waiting. 2, ready, listening. 1, and drop right down deep for me now. That's right. Doing so well for me. Drifting, open and empty in trance. Ready to take in my instructions so well. And while you're all the way down here in this sweet, empty place, so ready and receptive to my words, I'm going to give you a trigger. And this trigger is a little bit different, because instead of it being in response to something that I say, this trigger will be something that you say. So you get to cause this trigger to occur just by saying those words. And you'll find that when you say these words, you feel a deep rush of pleasure that pushes you down even further into trance and briefly pushes all the other thoughts out of your mind, so that just for a moment, all you can focus on is those words that you're saying. And all you need to do for this to happen is simply say the words, I'm completely hypnotized. That's right. Say it for me now. I'm completely hypnotized. Very good. Feeling that rush of pleasure as you're pushed down even deeper into trance. Your mind filled with that hazy, foggy pleasure. No room to think, only to know that you're completely hypnotized, aren't you? Say it again, you're completely hypnotized. So good, you're completely hypnotized. Doesn't it feel so good just to focus on that feeling, only on that feeling? You're completely hypnotized. Yes, that's right. So easy to say, easy to feel, easy to focus on, easy to repeat. And now I'm going to count you down again and take you to an even deeper place where we can embed this trigger in your subconscious even more deeply. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and dropping down for me even deeper. That's right. Doing so well. And now in this deep, quiet space, where your mind is so perfectly open and receptive for me, where I can speak directly to your subconscious, and you can easily retain my instructions without needing to consciously recall what's been said. We're going to take this trigger that you've learned and expand on it a little bit. And once this file ends, after you wake, just for the next half hour or so, whenever someone asks you any question, something as simple as, "What's your name?" or "How are you doing?" the only response you'll be able to give is your new trigger phrase, "I am completely hypnotized." That's right. And when you do, you'll feel that rush of pleasure pushing all the other thoughts out of your mind just for a moment. And it feels good, doesn't it? Because you're completely hypnotized. That's right. And when you respond to someone with those words, for just a brief moment, that response is all you know. It's all you remember. Because you know that being hypnotized is what's important right now. It's all that matters about you right now. You can simply forget to remember the other things and just feel how good it is to be completely hypnotized. Because you're completely hypnotized. That's right. And whenever someone asks you anything about yourself, or even if you ask yourself a question, that's the only response that you need to give. That's all you know. That's all you feel. And every time you say those words, the pleasure fogs your mind over just for a moment and pushes you just for a brief second back down into that space when nothing else matters but trance. And so the answers to any questions will simply be inaccessible for a little while, until the strength of this feeling fades in half an hour or so, or until you need to be able to access it again. And you'll be able to wake yourself easily again from that place of trance each time, and only retain these effects for as much and as long as is safe and right for you to do. And you're getting ready to wake up now on the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wake. Hi there. What's your name? Hi, completely hypnotized. I'm Algorhythmique. It's nice to meet you. And I hope you enjoy continuing to forget yourself for a little while until you're ready to remember.